What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, September 14th, and you are tuned into the Give Me the Points podcast. I am Soup, your host, along with my co host, Tyler, and we are going to give you a week one recap as well as looking forward to week two in the NFL. Week one in the books. Absolute fucking madness.
Yeah, no, that was welcome back NFL.
Oh my God. Yeah, just real quick, I just want to go through our plays that we had, and then we'll talk about other games that we didn't even make a play on. You know, for as much as I feel like we got backdoored and screwed, we finished down 0.7 units, so we didn't take a big loss.
No,
Basically
that's
a
not
wash.
bad for week one.
It's like, all right, what? I mean, it was goofy. All right, so the Thursday night game, we went 1-1 on player props. We took Gabe Davis over 57.5. He finished with 88, and then we took Mr. Invisible over 59.5. Allen Robinson. He had 2 targets, 1 catch, 12 yards. We'll go with the losers. We'll start off on a bad note. The losers over the weekend. So we went 6-6-1. We did have a push. Last year, in like 500 bets placed, we had 3 pushes. Started off this year already with a push. That push was the Eagles -3. We bought the half point. Thank God we did. The Lions came with a nasty backdoor cover, and the Eagles won the game 38-35. The losses we had. The 3-way teaser. I was really pissed at the Colts, but then Denver would have screwed us anyway.
Yeah.
The 3-way teaser takes the L. And then here's some gross ones. All right, so we lost on DK Metcalf anytime touchdown last night. That's fine. But these 3 I have a real problem with. Carolina in a pick'em.
Oh.
Choke. Jacksonville +3. Choke.
Yeah, neither one of them played until the second half. They didn't start playing until the second half.
And they also both lost the cover in the final, 2 minutes?
Yeah, they both
Carolina
decided
was
to
10
start
seconds
playing good and then take the lead and then choke the lead away.
And then Baltimore, over 26.5 points. They've got, 7 at half. They burn the third quarter, light it on fire, and they've got 24 halfway through the third quarter and then don't score again. They played 7.5 minutes of football in one.
Yeah, well, that's all they needed to. I guess we can just blame Joe Flacco. Because if the Jets would have done anything, then Baltimore would have probably scored more.
All right, so those are the losers. Now the winners. New England, Miami, under 46.5. That was easy. For about 5 minutes into the game, you knew that was good.
Yeah, that one, we felt like extra good about that one beforehand. So.
Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, under 44.5. Squeaked that one out. Shouldn't even have had to worry about it. Evan McPherson got his extra point blocked. His time expired, or they would have won the game 21-20. But the field goal won it in overtime. The fourth field goal attempt in overtime won it. So the Steelers won 23-20.
A win's a win.
Minnesota alternate line -6.5.
Oh boy, we look good on them.
For
1 week.
Beat the piss out of the Packers. Flash Gordon last night over 51.5 rushing and receiving. I'm going to keep playing that number until it goes up because he is going to be involved. There's no question about
that's
it.
Not a lot for combined rushing and receiving at all.
And then Alberto over 29.5 receiving yards. He ended with 33 last night. So again, 6-6-1, minus 0.7 units. Anybody who watched football this weekend knows it was a wonky weekend. And I'm not saying I'm not saying we should have won 9 units or something. I'm just saying it was goofy with missed field goals and just really pathetic offensive performances.
Yeah.
Like all just got fantasy wise, guys put up huge numbers. I mean, your
Hmm.
your top 4 receivers put up absolute monsters. Cooper Cup, Jay Jettas, Jamar Chase, and Devontae Adams.
And
Just
Steph Diggs had a good Thursday
Steph
night too.
Diggs, yeah. So your top 5 lit the board up. But the points in general,
Yeah.
not too good.
I still
So
don't feel terrible about our Panthers and Jacksonville pick because when they
no,
decided to play good, they looked like we thought they would look. It was almost just like they didn't leave themselves any cushion because they played so bad in the first half.
oh, and I just want to, hey, public service announcement for Baker and Matt Roll. You have this guy on your team. He's a cheat code. His name's
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey. Get him the fucking ball.
Hmm.
I mean, good God. The best player on their team. What do you have? Like 11 touches?
Yeah, no, that's not enough.
What are you doing?
I just force feed him and DJ Moore.
Hey, Robbie Anderson, bounce back game.
Well, you don't have to
After
force
2
feed him.
years
No,
off.
that's just he's good for the deep balls. Like you don't
Mhm.
have to.
All right, so week 1, yeah, goofy. But the division winner parlay. I mean, I don't think we could have asked for a better week 1.
No.
I broke it down division by division here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna give my reasoning for each division here. Colts. Okay. All right. So Minnesota, Green Bay. Obviously, Minnesota just beat the brakes off them.
Yeah.
So I like Minnesota at plus 300 to win that division even more now. I know it's week 1. This is overreaction, but division by
Well, we only
division.
have 1 week to go off of, so
Yes, the Ravens winning, Cincinnati losing. That was big
yeah.
for the Ravens. The Ravens. The Ravens winning.
Baltimore Ravens.
The other dog that we took as a parlay winner, the Eagles.
Yeah, well, I mean that look.
Dude, Dak out 6 to 8 weeks, according to Jerry Jones. He thinks he can be back in 4, no chance. 6 to 8
No,
weeks. Eagles
got
to win
the
that
Eagles,
division.
man. They're running away with that division.
The Colts. Hey, first in the division
Hmm.
with a tie. So
Yeah.
it's what it is. The Bills are going to walk through.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
just going to walk through the AFC East.
That might be the biggest gap, right, of any division for the division winner.
Possibly. Depending if
Maybe.
Miami could maybe squeak out 10 wins, but it could be 5.
Yeah, I guess.
It could
Yeah.
be a
Well,
5-game
it
gap.
doesn't matter if they squeak out 10 when the Bills have 17.
I did. All right. Number 6, Tampa. Offense looks shaky, but defense looks really good. And yes, the Saints won, but they look like shit.
Hmm.
They did not look like a
But
good
they
team.
are going to just shit their way to like at least 7 or 8 wins.
Yeah,
You know.
but I still love Tampa to win that division.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Rams took a loss, but Arizona looked miserable. San Fran looked miserable. And if you told me after week 1 the Bears would be the only team with a win in that division, I'd tell you I still love the Rams to win that division.
Yeah. Now, Trey Lance, it
He's
was
not it.
You know, I'm not even saying he's not gonna have a decent year, but there's like always like, I guess hipster like Twitter like
Yeah.
nerdy like this guy's unmissable. Trey Lance. What? How could anybody have said that?
I know.
How could anybody have been so confident? It's one thing to be like, look, I think Trey Lance is gonna have a good year. He's got all the talent in the world, and Kyle Shanahan's his coach. I buy all those things, but to be like, he's just the next big thing. Well, he's not good at throwing the football.
No, he's
So
not. And I'm going to give
and
him
he could
1
get
week.
better, sure.
I'm going to give him 1 week because of the tsunami they played in. But I said it in the preseason show. I'm super down on the 49ers this year. I just don't think that they're a good football team.
I mean, I've told you before the draft, you know that I would have taken Justin Fields at number 2 if I was the Jets. So,
All right. And then the last one, the Chargers look like a complete team, top to bottom, and
Yes.
every level. The Chiefs, pat myself on the back here. Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes showed up with an absolute, hey, we're not going anywhere game against
Like
the
that.
Cardinals.
To everybody.
But it's okay because I still like the Chargers, and we're going to see a big matchup Thursday night here. So let's just hop right into that. Thursday night game this week, banger. Chargers at Chiefs. Chiefs giving 4.5 points at home. The over/under at 53.5. Where you at?
Oh God, where I'm at. Where I'm at is I like a ton of points, but this over's too high.
I agree.
Where I'm at is no Keenan Allen. Probably matters. Might not matter as much as we think because they have so many weapons, but it does matter. I like the 4.5 points with the Chargers. I don't know that I like them to win the game on the road, but the only thing that scares me there that has me wanting to lean Chiefs is like I'm a big like road teams on Thursday nights play like shit half the time.
Yeah.
But it's like there's no way they can not bring a decent A game here, right? I mean, we like them to win the division. So if we like them to win the division, like they can't come lay a stinker against the Chiefs. I don't know if the Chargers will win. I'm not saying I think that, but 4.5 is a decent amount of points to get for two equal teams, or at least what I think are pretty equal teams.
So I'm at the same spot I was with last Thursday. What should happen in this game? It should be a close game and there should be a ton of points scored. What do I think's going to happen? I kind of think the Chiefs are going to cover, and I do. If I have any play in this game, it's the under 53.5. But
Yeah, that's just a lot.
I'm content with making player prop plays on the Thursday night game again this week. Okay, because we did that with the Rams Bills last week. I'm content with doing that again this week. Another awesome game. Sit down, enjoy it.
Make a couple player prop plays. I thought the Bills would win, but I didn't.
Oh, that dude. That was wild. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. So player prop plays on the Chargers Chiefs. Here's an interesting game to me. Washington at Detroit. Detroit giving 1.5 points. Over under at 48.5. I liked them in the preseason, and I like them still. And Carson Wentz looked pretty good week 1. I like Washington getting 1.5 here on the road, and I actually like the under 48.5.
See, I like the Lions, and my biggest reason is the best unit that Washington has is their defensive line, and the Lions have a really good O-line. So, I mean, it's really just feels like a pick 'em. I like the Lions to win. I guess they could have.
What do you think on the over/under?
But
I could see both these teams throwing up a stinker. I could.
Yeah, it's just like which Jared Goff and which Carson Wentz are you getting? Because Carson Wentz looked good against Jacksonville, but he also had some Carson Wentz plays. I'm not even talking about the Trevon Walker interception. That was just crazy. But
that was
like he did have some of those, like this guy's wide open and you sailed it by 10 yards. And Goff, you never know. I don't know. Everything about this game kind of feels a little bit scary to me. Like I still like the Lions.
I just feel like it's a huge total for two questionable offenses.
It is a huge total. I would if I had to pick anything on this, any of the teams or over, it would probably be the under on this, under 48.5.
All right.
Because that is high, and neither offense is stellar.
Yeah. So do you want to make a play on the under 48.5 here?
Yeah. I'm gonna go like a unit.
Washington, Detroit, under 48.5.
Because even if they're moving the ball well, like with these two quarterbacks,
it could be field goals.
And there could be for their offenses poorly timed, but for our under well-timed interceptions, that kind of thing.
All right. Now, so we're going to move into a super low total.
Super low.
The Jets at the Browns. The Browns are giving 6.5 at home here.
I like the Jets
over under 40.5, man.
I like Jets at 6.5. Like that's a lot.
I do too. Especially so you're projecting a super low total here. You're telling me that the Browns are going to win this game. What would they say? 24-17?
or like 20-13 or something.
I'm
That's
not going to overreact to the Jets week 1. They played a really tough Baltimore team.
mhm.
And I'm also not going to overreact to the Browns because they played a pathetic Carolina showing.
Yeah,
So I do like the Jets to cover 6.5 in this game. I
I
say
do
buy
too.
the hook and get them to 7.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, this feels like the under will hit, but it's like so low you can't bet it.
Correct. It is one of those games where it's so low you can't bet it. So Jets plus 7,
Yes.
a unit and a half on that. I like that.
Yeah. No, I like the Jets. Well, I don't like the Jets. I like the Jets plus 7 here a lot.
All right. Next game, Bucks at Saints. Saints getting 2.5, over under 44.5. Again, I'm not going to overreact to Tampa's
No.
offense dying in the red zone. I know that
Tommy's chucking 4
been
touchdowns.
the Saints have been Tommy's kryptonite. I know that the offensive line's a little banged up, but when I look at these teams across the board, man, I cannot possibly take the Saints plus 2.5 here. I have to like Tampa to cover 3 points.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. There's some high lines and stuff, coming up, but this one jumped out at me as like, oh, Tampa's winning that by a field goal at least.
I agree. All right, so I like 2 units on Tampa minus 2.5.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
one of the ones I feel more strongly about this week.
All right, Panthers at Giants. Giants minus 1.5 at home, over under 43.5. I really don't know. I know we liked the Giants last week against Tennessee. Brian Dable pulled his nuts out and went for a 2-point conversion, giving it to the best player on the field in Saquon Barkley and letting him make something happen. But I still think this Panthers team has promise. So I don't really like either side in this game.
No, I mean, you know how we always pick a lean. I'd lean Panthers, but this doesn't seem like a advisable betting situation.
Agreed. I would lean Panthers, and I'd actually lean the under as well.
Yeah.
All right. I want to save these two. I'm going to save our 2 games.
Okay.
We're going to skip ahead here. Dolphins at Ravens. Ravens minus 3, over under 44.5. Give me Baltimore again.
I agree, and I like the over. I think this could be on the higher scoring side.
Yeah. So there's 2 things. There's two matchups in this game that really favor Baltimore. Baltimore has one of the top 5 secondaries in the entire NFL. In Miami, with the new coaching staff and the new weapons, seems very pass happy. So I like Baltimore secondary against Tua Tagovailoa. And I also, on the opposite side, Miami, the one thing New England was able to do was run the ball. Miami's run defense still stinks from last year. They still stink. And what do we know about Baltimore? If J.K. Dobbins is healthy, which he put in a full day of practice today, he looks like he's going to be a go. With Lamar and J.K., I love Baltimore to run all over Miami here. I really like Baltimore minus 3 in this game.
I do too. Now, did you find it at -3 or -3.5?
Found it minus 3 on DraftKings. FanDuel had 3.5.
Okay, so
Go shop those lines.
you're on a site that doesn't have it at 3 and they have 3.5. I would
By the
recommend
point.
that. Yeah.
Or by the half point. Yes, absolutely. By the
Yep.
hook. So Baltimore minus 3. I like that as another 2-unit play, honestly. Yeah.
Same.
Okay, good. Good. All right. Falcons at Rams. Rams minus 10.5.
Dude, give me Rams. I'm not kidding. I'd bet Rams -20.
Over
Right?
under, over under 45.5 here.
Like if they beat the Bills, I wouldn't. This would be a high, like scary line. But like they're about to just beat
Yeah,
the crap out of the Falcons, aren't they? Like,
I would assume so.
yeah. That is a lot of
Jesus.
points because there's that, oh, you're up 17, and like you're up 37-20, and the Falcons have been scoring garbage points all second half, and then they're like, oh, let's throw a touchdown with 20 seconds left.
Yeah, so I like the Rams, and I like to use them in a teaser.
Okay.
I'd like to get that 10.5 down to like a 5.5 and do another 5-point teaser this week.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. So we'll throw the Rams into a 5-point teaser.
Also, the Rams could hit the over here by themselves, and I wouldn't be shocked.
It's possible. It's possible. All right. Seahawks at 49ers. 49ers -9. Over
Dude,
under
I love the
41.5.
Seahawks with all
Yeah.
those points.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Give me Seattle getting 9 points here.
Yeah.
I'm looking ahead here. Let me see. Okay. Yeah. There's 2 other games that I like for the teaser. I don't think we need to tease Seattle here. I love Seattle plus the 9 in this game.
Yeah,
I'm
I do too.
not
I really,
not
really do.
high on San Fran, man. I'm not. And Seattle shocked me. Rashad Penny, we saw it at the end of last year. The kid can run the ball.
Yeah.
Geno Smith looked intelligent. He played within his means.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I like Seattle getting 9 points here for sure.
Yeah. No, San Francisco's got to prove something
Correct.
if they want. And 9 is a lot. Like San Francisco
Oh.
could come out and look really good and not cover that many points.
Correct. San Francisco could be up. What we'll say they could be up 27 to 27-14, and then Seattle get a late backdoor cover even.
Yeah.
Dude, I like Seattle plus 9 here a lot.
Yes.
All right, this game I don't have any interest in touching any side of it.
Really?
I don't like this at all. Bengals at Cowboys. Cowboys getting 7.5 over under 42.5. I don't like it at all.
See, I thought this was one you'd want to put in the teaser because I like
the Bengals
-2.5 a lot.
I know.
I don't see how they don't come out and win this game. Like, it's Joe Burrow versus Cooper Rush.
I know.
Cooper Rush.
I know.
Cooper Rush. Yeah, Micah Parsons can get after it, sure. And Trevon Diggs has to cover Jamar Chase. So Joe could throw him a pick 6. He could give Micah Parsons a fumble 6, and he's probably still going to throw 5 touchdowns to Chase on top of that.
So is T. Higgins out of concussion protocol yet?
I don't know yet. That to me, honestly, that doesn't even matter for this.
No, but
we both have to be comfortable with it to play.
I know.
It's just like
5 points gets them down to -2.5.
Yeah, like if they're going to make the playoffs, they can't start out 0-2.
There's a dog that I like really getting points. I really don't want to do 3 favorites in a teaser. That's like,
hey, that's fine. We don't need to play every game on the slate, so I'm fine with avoiding this one.
Okay, so hear me out real quick. Texans Broncos. Would you rather have the Broncos -4.5 in a teaser?
I would not.
You'd rather have the Bengals -2.5?
I would personally, yeah. The Broncos looked a little
okay,
dysfunctional.
No. This is not a dictatorship. Bengals -2.5. Put it in the 5-point teaser. That's fine, but okay.
The fact that it's lower like that, the Broncos can squeak out a field goal win, and it's like,
Houston at Denver. Denver -9.5. Over under 45.5.
I mean, this is another one that I like the Broncos I like them to cover the 9.5, and I had the same feeling about the Rams as like the Broncos might drop 40. So, but I just think the Texans, I have this feeling that they might be better than everyone thinks.
Yes.
And hang tough in a lot of games.
Which I agree. I do agree with that.
I
do agree with that statement. What I'm interested in,
Davis Mills is not going to turn into some superstar.
No, but he's not bad.
Going for him with he knows what he is, and he does that well.
Yes, he does. All right, so I'm interested here. I want to see where the money's at on the over/under in this game. Nothing yet. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, here we go. Big money and sharps both on the under 45.5 here. Kind of where I was leaning. I could see Denver winning this game 27-7. I would.
If you
no, we don't need to make a play on every single game. I'd like to pass on this game. I don't trust Denver to cover 10 points.
No, it is. It just feels weird. It feels like they should beat the living crap out of them, but the way both teams looked week 1 is
Yeah, I'll pass on that. All right, so here's the other leg of the 5-point teaser that I really like. Cardinals at Raiders. Raiders -5.5. I like the Cardinals getting 10.5 points in a 5-point teaser.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a
Like
lot.
what? Dude, they played the Chiefs week 1. Is Kyler Murray
Yeah, they
dead? Did he die in the last 3
now,
days?
but I do listen. I actually, it's not because I've had him in fantasy and he disappoints. It's honestly not fantasy related. This is gonna sound like such a old man thing to say. Like, does Kyler Murray pass the eye test for you?
Oh, don't bring that into that. Don't
I'm
eye
asking.
test
Like,
me.
what does your gut say? Do you look at him and think that's a really good quarterback? What does your gut say?
Some
Mine,
games, yeah. Some games he's real good.
some games, but I'm talking overall.
Oh, no, I think he's above average.
He is. I don't trust him in a big game. Is my thing with him. He's hit that tier of like I
But
don't know
getting
that I
10 and
trust
a
him.
half points against a
Yeah, no,
Raiders
no, I'm
team?
not talking about that. I'm just
Okay.
saying him as a player, like because the Cardinals are still going to be decent and they're going to win some games. It just felt like if this game was to like the winner of this game made the playoffs, no shot I would take the Cardinals to win.
Right. But I do like them to keep it within 10 and a half here.
Oh yeah, and they need to bounce back in a big way. I know the Raiders lost as well, but like the Cardinals need a performance wise bounce back. So
All right.
I mean they got.
So
Oh
that's our 5-point teaser.
okay.
Rams minus 5.5, Bengals minus 2.5, Cardinals plus 10.5. All right. We agreed on the Rams.
Yeah.
You threw the Bengals in there. I'm throwing the Cards in there.
All right.
All right.
All right. And yeah.
All right. Listen. RELAX. Bears at Packers. Packers minus 9.5. Over under 42.5. The Packers are covering this spread.
They are the over under. Wouldn't want to touch just because like
No.
Justin Fields could have a decent game, but
Aaron Rodgers is a part-time owner of the Bears, dude. He is their daddy. And
yes,
that is
he is.
not going to change this week. This
Now
Sunday night football. Give me Aaron Rodgers on Sunday night football
by a million.
minus 9.5 against the Bears at home after being scrutinized for a week.
Yeah. Imagine if like first play of the game, play action to AJ Dillon and Watson drops another 75-yard touchdown. Aaron Rodgers his head will explode.
Yeah. There you go.
I mean, because that was the Vikings still would have covered and everything, but like you can't make a more perfect throw than that. And
I agree. All right. Now we'll move into that. Well, all right, we'll go back to our 2 games for Sunday.
Okay.
I'll let you go first here. Colts at Jags. Jags plus 4.5. Over under 44.5. Fandom aside, where we at?
Fandom aside tells me they always play the Colts tough at home. They're an improved team. It's a road game for the Colts on the road. The Colts win by a field goal. That's what I think happens.
Okay.
I think 4.5 is a lot. I'm not saying to make a play on it, but I think they cover 4.5. I don't know if they win the game, but I really do think they'll cover that. And I think that over under is like damn near right about spot on.
All right. I'm content with passing on this game.
Okay.
I understand that the Jaguars always play the Colts tough at home, but they've beat them 6 straight times in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I understand that, and I understand the Colts look like garbage against Houston.
It's not the Colts looking like garbage that makes me think that, by the way, because I think the Colts will come play good.
But then in the back of my mind, Jacksonville also couldn't cover 4.5 against Washington. So I'm back and forth. There's sides for both arguments. I'm content with passing on this game.
Yep. Same.
All right.
The over-under did look good on that, like right where it should be.
Pat's Squealers. Squealers getting 2.5 at home. Over under 40.5. I'm going to go against everything I believe in here. I like the over 40.5 in this game.
Yeah, that's so low.
Here's my thing, dude. The Steelers defense had 5 turnovers and still let up 20 points.
Mm-hmm. And how many of those was TJ Watt involved in causing or creating?
Yeah, and now he's got one titty.
Yeah.
One titty TJ. That's not good.
No.
And I have to think that New England's able to get something going offensively.
Tell me you like them minus 2.5 because I love the minus 2.5.
Listen, I'm gonna bet them. Personally, I'm gonna bet them.
Yeah,
but I don't. Dude, they looked bad.
I don't care. Still,
everything in the preseason has come true with this passing game looking like a high school passing offense.
Yes, but I will say Miami's good. But yeah, the New England offense didn't look the passing game didn't look great.
No,
It didn't.
I like the over here, man. I do. I think both teams get into the 20s. I don't see how. I'm not buying either defense. Najee should be good to go. I think
Najee.
Najee Harris. Najee. He should be good to go. So, and I think that helps tremendously for his 2.1 yards per carry. That offensive line is still really bad.
Listen, you can polish a turd and it's still a turd.
Yeah.
I see people online, they're like, oh, the Steelers' offensive line looks a little improved on what it did last year. Well, okay, so maybe it's the 31st in the league instead of 32nd. Like, yeah, it's fucking dog shit.
Well,
They have not spent a first-round pick on that line since DeCastro, and he has since played his entire career and retired.
80 degrees and sunny in Pittsburgh on
Ooh.
Sunday.
Okay.
Nice weather.
Yeah. Well, not really. I'm ready for crisp fall weather, but that is nice,
Yeah,
objectively speaking.
I like the over 40.5 in this game. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me that.
All right, let's move on to these Monday night games.
Okay.
We're flying through this. This is good. Titans.
Listen, can I give my Titans Bills thing here? Yeah.
Right,
Bills
I know you like the Bills. You like the Bills minus 400.
I was about to talk myself into like, oh, and I'm like, holy shit, it's in Buffalo, and it's a night dude. They're gonna wipe the floor with them, and it's not a knock on the Titans. I really, 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 really think, yes, the Rams definitely made mistakes, didn't play great. Dude, the Bills are that good. They are that good. They're, in my mind, they are the Super Bowl favorite. Not in the AFC, in the NFL. They are that good. Do they have a weakness? Because I'm not sure that they do.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I agree. Okay, I agree.
Okay. Like, I feel like I shouldn't agree because the Titans don't stink, and that's a lot of points. But, like, no, dude.
I just feel like such a simp here taking all these favorites to cover big spreads.
Yeah.
But it's just like, God damn. In Buffalo, Monday Night Football. I get Mike Vrabel in Tennessee they've given Buffalo fits in the past, but something about him, man. The defensive front sevens looked real good.
And the Bills have been really, really good the past few years.
Yeah.
And sometimes a really good team makes a run first time, like, Seahawks with like rookie Russ and stuff, and they're like second year. But this Bills team has been that good. They've been Super Bowl worthy the past few years, and they've gone through, I don't know, it feels like they've gone through the losing heartbreak you normally have to go through. And like, it's their year. It's got to be their year. And Buffalo, I mean, that place is going to be electric. Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. I've got an idea here.
Okay.
Because, like I said, these 9.5-point spreads.
It is a huge ass spread.
Although I do think Buffalo and Green Bay both cover, just fine. I'm interested to see here if we did
a 2-team teaser with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Green Bay and Buffalo both minus 2.5. It's minus 150 odds. I like 4.5 units on that.
Yes.
I like that as a big play.
Yes.
Okay. Buffalo and Green Bay. Minus 2.5, minus 150, 4.5 units. There's the first big play of the year. Week 2. Didn't take long. Can't wait to get
long. Probably would have happened week 1 if we just you can't justify a week 1.
No. All right. The game of the week, man. The Thursday night game is going to be cool. Yeah, it's going to be really fun. But this is the game of the week. This is the Vikings at the Eagles. Monday Night Football. Eagles giving 1.5.
The Eagles.
The over-under at 51.5. I'm sticking with them. I'm sticking with Minnesota here.
Same.
Yeah, this is my cash cow until it bleeds dry.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what else I like? I think we go back to the well. I think we go back to Minnesota alternate line minus 6.5.
Okay.
It's going to be similar. I think it's going to be a plus 220-ish again. Let's see here. Minnesota, Philly, alternate spread. Minnesota plus 230.
Yeah. And I do
Okay,
like
hold on. Mini -6. Let's see -6.
okay.
Plus 200.
Philly let Detroit hang around too long, and this
They did.
Minnesota. Oh my god.
Minnesota -6 plus 200 odds. That's a beanbag on them, a unit.
Might have been, was it Thielen that had that quote this week that was like, I've never been part of an offense that we just attack?
Yeah,
That's-
attack.
Yeah.
He said it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so much fun to watch, man. Justin Jefferson is unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he looks he reminds me of another guy that played for the Vikings a long time ago.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah, dude, he's so good.
I stand by I would take him over any receiver in the league for the next 10 years preseason statement.
No, I agree.
I mean, Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase looked really good though.
I know he does, but
His route running's next level.
Yeah. It's insane.
He's a quick little bugger. And that
I cannot
catch,
believe they caught passes from Joe Burrow together in college. Well,
Yeah.
I can believe it because we saw what they did. It was probably the best college offense I've ever seen. No, not probably. I think it was.
yeah. 4, 6.5, 8, 10, 14, 17 units on the line this week.
Hey, diving right back into it, eh?
Slang them out there. All right,
Slang
guys.
'em out there.
So these are the plays. Washington, Detroit, under 48.5. That's a 1 unit play. Jets plus 7. That's a 1.5 unit play. Tampa minus 2.5. That's a 2 unit play. Baltimore minus 3. That's a 2 unit play. Seattle plus 9. That's a 1.5 unit play. 5-point teaser with the Rams minus 5.5, the Bengals minus 2.5, and the Cards plus 10.5. These are important numbers. Don't take the 5-point teaser if the lines change against you. The 5.5 is an important number because it gets you under the 6 mark. The 2.5 is an important number because it gets you under the field goal mark. The 10.5 is a very important number because it gets you over a very common margin of victory. So these are important numbers for the 5-point teaser. That's a 2 unit play at plus 180. Then we have the Pats Steelers over 40.5, 1.5 units. Minnesota alternate line minus 6 against the Eagles at plus 200. That's a 1 unit play. And then the big boy, Packers Buffalo, 7-point teaser. Both teams minus 2.5. Just need to cover a field goal. That's a 4.5 unit play to win 3. That's it. That's 37 minutes. That's good. We just ran right through week 2.
Yes, we did.
And that's fine. I'm content with that.
Oh, yeah.
I love them all. That's dangerous. I love them.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. And then player props throughout the weekend, especially for tomorrow's game because we don't have anything on tomorrow's game. So we'll get some player props out there for tomorrow's game. Going to look at some guys not so popular, maybe some Gerald Everett. Maybe some unders on guys like Isaiah Pacheco. He got a lot of his work in the blowout fashion, and I don't see this being a blowout game. I like maybe I do like some Jerick McKinnon overs tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be super involved in the pass game, but we'll have to look at those lines. That's all I've got. Do you have? Oh, wait. I know. Listen, I don't want to open up a wound. Okay. I know this is a little frustrating, but never have I ever seen a team lose by 13 in overtime.
Now we have.
Was it?
I can't. They went back and forth on the final. They didn't kick an extra point, right? So it was just 13.
13.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've seen it.
That was some disrespectful shit.
I have quite literally seen it.
Yeah. In the rain.
Yeah. Fucking Neil Brown. He's such a turd.
Georgia. Number 1, baby. Where they belong.
Deserved. Deserved.
Are they gonna let up a touchdown before Florida?
Probably because wonky shit happens.
It's just
I don't feel like it'll be a sustained touchdown drive. They'll let up like something,
some broken play.
Yeah.
And Dude, is there anything easier than the 2-minute drill in college football?
No, there's not.
There's nothing easier.
If you're smart with it, no.
7 and 8-yard passes. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, the whole way down the field.
I mean, it's just, and I'm referencing the Alabama-Texas game for those of you that didn't watch it. Texas had that in the bag, but then I looked and I said, "Oh, there's a minute 35 left." Alabama's got all the time in the world. They need to get rid of the clock stopping after first downs in college football. It's
Yeah.
archaic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pass happy world now. We don't need clock stopping on first down.
No.
All right. That's it. There are
Yeah.
3 top 25 matchups in college this week. There's one I do like. It's BYU plus 3.5 against Oregon. Bo Nix sucks balls.
Yeah. Bo Nix is just, dude, he's dog water.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. As the young kids say, he's dog water. I also like Arkansas getting the points against A&M. But
yeah, A&M, dude.
Yeah, they're not looking good.
No.
We'll put the college plays up after we look into them more, but there are 3 top 25s, and then we'll dive into some more with the unranked teams as well, because we got a little feel for college football now. So that's week 2. Do you have any parting shots?
Just I guess a quick NFL note as a parting shot. I personally enjoyed the new announcing team mashups. Everything seemed to work pretty well. ESPN doesn't suck now because their broadcast was terrible. Now it doesn't suck to listen to. So
I still watch the Manning broadcast.
I need to give it a good shot. Yeah.
I liked it, man. So who'd they have on this week? They had on Saquon, which was good. Then, because obviously him and Eli played for 2 years together, so that was cool to see them, talk. And then they had on Joel McHale, who's a diehard Seahawks fan, comedian, funny guy. That was fun to watch. And then they had on a drunk ass Shannon Sharp, just sitting there drinking, and they had him on for the end of the game. So watching him and Peyton Manning react to the Broncos wasting 30 seconds and then trying to rifle a 63-yarder through was pretty funny, because the one thing about the Manning broadcast is they can be biased, and it's blatantly obvious. Peyton was we this, we that with the Broncos the entire night.
Well, yeah, I mean,
yeah. So it's good, and they're funny. Obviously, Peyton and Eli, they have a good, flow together, and they make fun of each other. And Eli Manning sitting there like a mouth breather the entire night just cracks me up, man. It's funny. So
I do wonder who we'll have this week, because you've got the 7:15 and the 8:30 games. So you're one of the
so I know the Mannings aren't doing this week. So you'll have, I would assume you're gonna have Joe Buck and Troy Aikman for the late game.
I think whichever one's
bigger game of the two.
Whichever one's on ABC will probably be them, and whichever one's only on ESPN will be a different crew, I would guess.
I don't know if I like that.
No.
Weird. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Until next week, guys, good fortune, and we'll talk to you on social media.